Is it on? Is that
There you go.
okay? So lately, I've developed so far in my practice where, even in the face of some things that are things that people don't want to deal with, like a revisitation from the IRS, with nasty letters with their intents.
Mm.
And after I signed for them yesterday
Mm.
at the post office, knock on the door,
Right.
initially my interest and fear level was at 90%.
Mm.
Then by the end of yesterday, it was about 65.
Mm.
And today I've already lost interest in any of it until it gets to the point, the moment of truth, which is going to be down the line from here.
Right.
But I find that my losing interest in things puts me in a very neutral position.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go down when the ship goes down.
Right.
But I'm not climbing any mountains either lately.
Mm-hmm.
And what I thought occurred to me, why don't we accentuate the positive?
Right.
And, the song is eliminate the negative, or at least draw our attention away from the negative.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess what I'm asking or wanting your input on, wouldn't it be okay to celebrate some of the things you do? Let's say you ride your bicycle every morning and be somehow excited about that, which is not really anonymity. Now you're excited about something. See, I'm mostly in anonymity, in neutral, but I want
equanimity. Are you saying?
equanimity.
Okay.
But I want to be above neutral.
Mm-hmm.
I almost want to ignore the negative,
Mm-hmm.
but actively accentuate the positive, and I'm not doing that.
See,
I'm
very good.
in neutral.
Very good. Because what you're describing when you're saying positive and negative, right? You hear the duality in that, positive and negative. When there is positive and negative, you know you are on the level of mind, on the level of ego.
But then I lose it by the next day.
But just let me finish. That, so this is one of the clues, because it can be really challenging to see what is he talking about when he's saying I'm on my level of mind. I mean, I'm just thinking, I'm just being. How else am I supposed to? You know what I mean? It's like, what is he saying? What is he pointing to? Because the only thing that I can see to do is to think about it, right? So when you are on the level of duality, when you're saying this good, this bad, this positive, this negative, you're in your ego right away. Because duality is the language of the ego. The ego says, I want more of this is good. I want less of this is bad, right? The awareness, the self, you notice this sort of quiet observer behind all of this that somehow doesn't have a problem with any of it. Do you notice this? Is this on? Can you guys hear me well? Okay.
Can I respond?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to make that a general, be here with me, okay? Like, if anybody else wants to jump in.
But what I'm saying, Tom, is I get caught up in the ego or duality for a moment, but then I lose it because I have no interest in what could be a quote-unquote negative outcome. I have no interest. So I get back to equanimity, but I'm saying to myself, is there something better than, can I stay above the waterline?
Who is the one that is saying that as soon as you hear better?
The or the mind that just feels I'm very neutral, which is great for you don't go down.
Yeah. See, you hear what he said? Even the mind that is feeling very neutral. So even neutrality can be a mind-based neutrality. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
There is a mind-based neutrality, and then there is the self. Am I losing you? Are you with me? Am I losing you?
Yeah.
No. Let me just finish. This is a very fine minutia, so please stay with me. Be with this, okay? Because when you start to get this whole ruse will start to fall apart. Even the mind can masquerade as the self. oh, I'm the self now, and I can tell because I'm in such a neutral place, and you know, but this is good and this is bad. You know, like it can be very subtle. It can be very sneaky. You know, like it's so hard to even describe that mindless state. But you've likely experienced this mindless state. Okay? Those moments in life when you're just happy for no reason, that there is joyfulness and peacefulness. Same guy, same life, same circumstances, yet somehow there is peace. And another indication, that you're in your mind is evidenced by the existence of past and future in your mind.
What if you could put it this way? I want to feel more excited about the things I enjoy.
Yeah, who is the I that wants to feel excited? And then I know this is an annoying question.
The awareness.
Can't be.
Who's realized.
Yeah. See, the difference is that the awareness, like, because this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm pointing to. John, you've been around for a long time. We've been having these conversations for almost a decade now, right? Yeah. And so it's interesting to watch how much your mind has melted away and how much has changed. Really amazing. And so this is good to start now picking at this fine minutia even more, right? That when I say who is the I, you know what I mean, that you're pointing to, it's an annoying question.
Well, it's got to be some form of my mind or ego, because some element of me is reaching out for satisfaction.
Yes, yes, very good, very good. Yes, something is reaching out for some satisfaction, some external thing, wanting something to be different, needing something to be different, to feel a certain way. That is the whole ruse. Because when you hang your hat on that, the one thing that we know, right, is that things are always changing, right? So if you're saying I need things to be this way, the one thing I can guarantee you is even if you make them that way, they're not going to stay that way. The self is so far beyond all of this petty mind garbage. And the self experiences just the joy of being. And that joy of being becomes evident in the absence of mind, not in the presence of mind. That joy of being comes in the absence of past and the absence of future. That joy of being reveals itself, or is revealed, in the absence of duality. This is better than that.
What about the...
Just take a breath for a second on that. Just imbibe that for a moment. Just everybody. The absence of past and future. The absence of good and bad. When those things are gone, do you begin to sense the self that you are? Imagine. Don't even imagine is the truth. You don't have to imagine it. What you're imagining is past and future. Don't imagine. See clearly that past and future are only thoughts in the mind. See clearly that judgments, good, bad, mind-based,